All stand and remain standing until the conclusion of the reading of the proclamation. Ladies and gentlemen, the proclamation. All persons having any business before this honorable court now draw nigh, give your attendance, and you shall be heard.
Admission of lawyers. Nicole Chantel Araya.
May it please the court. I move that Nicole Chantel Araya be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Nicole Chantel Araya be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sarah Louise Azevedo Fox.
May it please the court, I move that Sarah Louise Azevedo Fox be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sarah Louise Azevedo Fox be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sadaf Rui Asimi.
May it please the court, I move that Sadaf Rui Asimi be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sadaf Ruhi Azimi be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Larice Aziz.
May it please the court, I move that Larice Aziz be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Larice Aziz be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
And Simone Banner.
May it please the court, I move that my wife, Anne Simone Banner, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Anne Simone Banner be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Gillian Reid Bartlett.
May it please the court, I move that Gillian Reid Bartlett be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Gillian Reid Bartlett be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sarah Renee Bennett.
May it please the court, I move that Sarah Renee Bennett be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sarah Renee Bennett be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Abraham Junlin Chan.
May it please the court, I move that Abraham Junlin Chan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Abraham Junlin Chan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Utkarsh Chanana.
May it please the court, I move that Utkarsh Chanana be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Utkarsh Chanana be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Harry Hanlun Chen.
May it please the court, I move that Harry Hanlun Chen be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Harry Hanlon Chen be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Amanda Christine Daly.
May it please the court, I move that Amanda Christine Daly be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Amanda Christine Daly be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lauren Kate Demestra.
May it please the court, I move that my daughter, Lauren Kate Demester, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Lauren Kate Demester be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jerome Michael David Dunn.
May it please the court, I move that Jerome Michael David Dunn be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jerome Michael David Dunn be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Daniel Fazzolari.
May it please the court, I move that Daniel Fazzolari be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Daniel Fazzolari be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Katrina Fushka.
May it please the court, I move that Katrina Fuska be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Katrina Fuska be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Daria Johanna Gelius Martinenko.
May it please the court, I move that Daria Johanna Gelios Martinenko be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Daria Johanna Gelius Martinenko be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lisa Giovanna Geraci.
May it please the court, I move that Lisa Gerace be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Lisa Giovanna Gerace be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Krishna Giri.
May it please the court, I move that Krishna Giri be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Krishna Giri be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sunil Gupta.
May it please the court, I move that Sunil Gupta be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sunil Gupta be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Gayatri Guruthavan.
May it please the court, I move that Gayatri Guruthan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Gayatri Guruthavan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jasmine Hayes Wang.
May it please the court, I move that Jasmine Hayes Wang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Jasmine Hayes Wang be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Samantha Hazra.
May it please the court, I move that my friend Samantha Hazra be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Samantha Hazra be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Luke Gregory Jarmain.
May it please the court, I move that Luke Gregory Jarmain be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Luke Gregory Jarmain be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Wan Lu Jin.
May it please the court, I move that Wan Lu Jin be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Wan Lu Jin be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Daniel Thomas Jones.
May it please the court, I move that my husband, Daniel Thomas Jones, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Daniel Thomas Jones be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Alexander Richard Kiefer.
May it please the court, I move that Alexander Richard Kiefer be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Alexander Richard Kiefer be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Day Ying Kong.
May it please the court, I move that Day Ying Kong be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable
Let
court.
Day Ying Kong be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sarah Page Cotto.
May it please the court, I move that Sarah Page Cotto be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sarah Page Cotto be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sarah Kura.
May it please the court, I move that Sarah Kura be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable
Let
court.
Sarah Kura be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Taegu John Lee.
May it please the court, I move that Taegu John Lee be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Taegu John Lee be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Shu Hong Liu.
May it please the court, I move that Shu Hong Liu be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable
Let
court.
Shu Hong Yu be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Alice Jervy Loveday.
May it please the court, I move that Alice Jervy Loveday be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Alice Jervy Loveday be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Tara Mack.
May it please the court, I move that Tara Mack be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Tara Mack be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lauren Gabrielle Magro.
May it please the court, I move that Lauren Gabrielle Magro be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Lauren Gabrielle Magro be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Mazar Udin Muhammad.
May it please the court, I move that Mazar Udin Muhammad be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Mazar Udin Muhammad be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Brittany Ann Dietrich.
May it please the court, I move that my daughter Brittany Dietrich be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Brittany Ann Dietrich be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Stephanie Ann Morris.
May it please the court, I move that Stephanie Ann Morris be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Stephanie Ann Morris be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Amy Mrad.
May it please the court, I move that Amy Mrad be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Amy Mrad be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Angus James Allen Mullins.
May it please the court, I move that Angus James Allen Mullins be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Angus James Allen Mullins be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
James Patrick Roy Osborne.
May it please the court, I move that James Patrick Roy Osborne be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let James Patrick Roy Osborne be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Olivia Rose Parsons.
May it please the court, I move that Olivia Rose Parsons be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Olivia Rose Parsons be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Hiranya Patel.
May it please the court, I move that Hiranya Patel be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Hiranya Patel be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Tasman Jade Phillips.
May it please the court, I move that Tasman Jade Phillips be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Tasman Jade Phillips be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jarrett Andrew Rumble.
May it please the court, I move that Jarrett Andrew Rumble be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jarrett Andrew Rumble be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Ma Sahali.
May it please the court, I move that Maher Saheli be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Maher Saheli be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Mario Salak.
May it please the court, I move that Mario Salak be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Mario Salak be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Saraswati Ostesia Elizabeth Sarangallo.
May it please the Court, I move that Saraswati Autista Elizabeth Sarangallo be admitted as a lawyer of this Honourable
That
Court.
Saraswati Austicia Elizabeth Sarangallo be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Isabella Grace Shepherd.
May it please the Court, I move that Isabella Grace Shepherd be admitted as a lawyer of this Honourable Court.
That Isabella Grace Shepherd be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Natasha Nalini Singh.
May it please the Court, I move that Natasha Nalini Singh be admitted as a lawyer of this Honourable Court.
That Natasha Nalini Singh be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lucinda Jane Smith.
May it please the Court, I move that Lucinda Jane Smith be admitted as a lawyer of this Honourable
That
Court.
Lucinda Jane Smith be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Preeti Samasi.
May it please the Court, I move that Preeti Samasi be admitted as a lawyer of this Honourable Court.
That Preeti Samasi be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jason Tadros.
May it please the Court, I move that Jason Tadros be admitted as a lawyer of this Honourable Court.
That Jason Tadros be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Abhirami Somaya Vasiharan.
May it please the Court, I move that Abhirami Soumya Vasiharan be admitted as a lawyer of this Honourable Court.
That Abhirami Soumya Vasiharan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sophie Ann Wenderoff.
May it please the Court, I move that Sophie Ann Wenderoff be admitted as a lawyer of this Honourable Court.
That Sophie Ann Wenderoth be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Nicole Fiona White.
May it please the Court, I move that Nicole Fiona White be admitted as a lawyer of this Honourable Court.
That Nicole Fiona White be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Emma Louise Wiggins.
May it please the Court, I move that Emma Louise Wiggins be admitted as a lawyer of this Honourable Court.
Let Emma Louise Wiggins be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Mengwa Zhu.
May it please the Court, I move that Mengwa Zhu be admitted as a lawyer of this Honourable Court.
Let Menghua Zhu be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Adam Hung Jen Yuen.
May it please the Court, I move that Adam Hung Jen Wen be admitted as a lawyer of this Honourable Court.
Let Adam Hung Jen Wen be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Nancy Zhou.
May it please the Court, I move that Nancy Zhou be admitted as a lawyer to this Honourable Court.
Let Nancy Zhou be admitted as a lawyer of this court. It will now be necessary for those whose admission has just been moved to, as and when directed, stand for the purposes of swearing an oath or making a declaration and affirmation. So please stand when as directed by our officiating officer.
Could the first two rows on my right please stand? Nicole Chantel Araya, Sarah Louise Azevedo Fox, Sadaf Rui Azimi, Larice Aziz, Anne Simone Banner, Gillian Reid Bartlett, Sarah Renee Bennett, Abraham Judlin Chen, Utkarsh Chanana, Harry Hanlon Chen, Amanda Christine Daly, Lauren Kate Demestre, Jerome Michael David Dunn, Daniel Fazzolari, Katrina Fuska, Daria Johanna Gelias Martinenko. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"? Thank you. Please sit down. And could rows 3 and 4 on my right please stand? Lisa Giovanna Garach, Krishna Giri, Sunil Gupta, Gayatri Gurathavan, Jasmine Hayes Wang, Samantha Hazra, Luke Gregory Jarmain, Wan Lu Jin, Daniel Thomas Jones, Alexander Richard Kiefer, Day Ying Kong, Sarah Page Cotto, Sarah Kura, Taegu John Lee, Shu Hong Lu, Alice Jervy Loveday, Tara Mack, Lauren Gabrielle Magro, Mazhar Uddin Muhammad, Brittany Ann Dietrich. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability. Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"? Thank you. Please sit down. The row in front of me, please stand up. Stephanie Ann Morris, Amy Murad, Angus James Allen Mullins, James Patrick Roy Osborne, Olivia Rose Parsons, Hiranya Patel, Tasman Jade Phillips, Jarrett Andrew Rumble, Ma Saheli, Mario Salak, Saraswati Ostesia Elizabeth Sarangallo. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"?
I do.
Thank you. Please sit down. And could the two rows to my left, please stand? Isabel Grace Shepherd, Natasha Nalini Singh, Lucinda Jane Smith, Preeti Samasi, Jason Tadros, Abhirami Somaya Vasiharan, Sophie Ann Wenderoff, Nicole Fiona White, Emma Louise Wiggins, Mangua Zhu, Adam Hungjen Yuen, Nancy Zhou. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"? Thank you. Please sit down.
Well, may I warmly welcome you all to this, the Banco Court of the Supreme Court of New South Wales. Present with me on the bench today are, to my immediate right, Justice Sakar, a judge of the Equity Division of the Court. To my immediate left, Justice Hamill, a judge of the Common Law Division of the Court. To Justice Sakar's right, Justice Natalie Adams, a judge of the Common Law Division of the Court. To Justice Hamill's left, Justice Lonergan of the Common Law Division of the Court. To Justice Adams's right, Justice Parker of the Equity Division of the Court. And on the far left, to Justice Lonergan's left, Justice Dangy of the Common Law Division of the Court. Together, an unusually large bench, we constitute the court that has, in the exercise of its jurisdiction, admitted you, the newly admitted lawyers, to practice today. And we have done so in a court which itself rests on the land for which the Gadigal of the Eora Nation have cared and been custodians for thousands of years. And the court pays its most sincere respects to elders past and present, and extends those sincere respects to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. Well, to all of the newly admitted lawyers, welcome to the legal profession. Today is one for great celebration. We up here know how hard you have all worked to reach this stage. It's a memory that never really leaves you. I'm also pleased to welcome those with you today or watching on the live stream. For many of you, I dare say most of you, the support of your family and friends has been invaluable on the journey thus far. No doubt they have all been on the receiving end of your finely polished or emerging skills of argument and persuasion. I encourage you to take time to thank them for their support and possibly tolerance over the many years of study. Depending on how good an advocate you have become, you might even convince them to shout you to a civilised lunch or dinner to celebrate the day. Now, in being admitted as a lawyer of this court, you join an honourable and ancient profession with the custom of advocates swearing an oath on admission to practice dating back as far as the 12th century. And this court first admitted lawyers in 1824, nearly 200 years ago, and by 1830, the names of lawyers admitted to practice were entered onto the rolls in this state, or colony as it then was, as you will do immediately after this ceremony. Next May, the court to which you have just been admitted celebrates its own 200th anniversary. It is, you might be surprised to learn, one of the oldest continuing courts in the world. That is something of which we, and I hope now you, are immensely proud. This ceremony is attended by unique formalities, including the fact that your admission has been moved by somebody who is already a member of the profession, and that you have made a formal oath or affirmation in the presence of your family and peers and before senior judges of the court. They and we are all therefore witnesses to the serious promises and undertakings you have made today. In terms of tradition and formality, you will see from the portraits of former Chief Justices which adorn the walls of this court that we are wearing the same robes, in some cases literally, as have been worn by our predecessors. Now, we do not wear them because they are particularly comfortable, which they are not. We do so symbolically because they serve symbolically to highlight the continuity of the rule of law in New South Wales, although the judges wearing the robes are now drawn from an increasingly diverse pool. As to continuity of the rule of law, we live in a world which is beset by so much global uncertainty, tragedy and insecurity. And in such a world, the rule of law is more important than ever, not merely a phrase of some theoretical import or a matter for academic debate. The rule of law, at its simplest, is the opposite of the arbitrary abuse of power and the rule of autocratic dictators and populists. We know from looking around the globe that there is nothing theoretical about those threats and risks to civilised democratic society. The law touches every aspect of our society, and it can and will lead you, the newly admitted lawyers, in many different directions and career paths. But in whatever direction you head, you must always remember that the oath or affirmation that you have just made is a serious one and deserves solemn regard. Whether you work in private practice, at the bar, in a community legal centre, as a prosecutor or a defender in a Crown Law Office, the Aboriginal Legal Service for legal aid, or a government department or agency, or indeed in an entirely different field, you should always be known for your honesty, your integrity, and your commitment to justice. And you must all strive at all times to uphold these cardinal values. Now, notwithstanding the formality and tradition attending this ceremony, the life of the law is dynamic. Not everything in the legal profession remains unchanging. We have seen in recent years, hastened by the pandemic, a rapid shift in the use of technology in our courtrooms, which has contributed to a reduction in costs and logistical difficulties for some litigants, as well as delivering some greater enhanced flexibility in the workplace, especially for practitioners with family responsibilities and in regional and remote communities. But while the increased use of technology offers a number of advantages, the practice of the law has human nature and human interaction, that is, personal human interaction, at its core. An essential part of being a good lawyer is understanding people, how others react to different situations, perform under pressure, and deal with each other. There have, of course, been other important changes in our profession that deserve attention in addition to those brought about by or hastened by the pandemic. The composition of the profession is increasingly diverse, not only in terms of gender, but also in terms of ethnic diversity. In terms of gender, the profession has changed dramatically. In New South Wales, women were originally not even permitted to practice up until 1918, but in reality it took decades thereafter for women to emerge as a significant force in this profession. Since 2018, women have made up more than half of all solicitors with a practicing certificate in New South Wales and currently make up more than 2/3 of solicitors under the age of 35. Some of the most senior positions in the law in Australia are held by distinguished female lawyers, including the current Chief Justices of the Federal Court, of Australia, as well as the Supreme Courts of Victoria, Queensland and the ACT, and Justice Julie Ward is the President of the New South Wales Court of Appeal. Moreover, the state's Director of Public Prosecutions and its Senior Public Defender and the Presidents of the New South Wales Bar Association and the Law Society of New South Wales are also all currently distinguished female practitioners. There should also be strong representation of lawyers from the many different backgrounds which comprise our cosmopolitan community. Diverse representation amongst solicitors, advocates and judges assists in ensuring that all people who become involved in our justice system can and feel that they can be properly heard and fairly engaged with by a system reflective of our broader community. And the admission ceremonies on which I have sat since becoming a judge about 5 years ago, including this ceremony, serve to highlight that there is far greater diversity of background amongst junior lawyers than when we all commenced practice. That is a very good thing, and leaders of the profession and of the courts are working hard to foster inclusiveness and diversity. That in turn builds trust in and respect for both the judiciary and the legal profession. Now let me now offer a little bit of, I hope, helpful professional and personal advice. As a lawyer, you will often need to make difficult ethical decisions. You must use the tools you have developed to think critically and not compromise on your fundamental duties to the court and to the administration of justice. And I hasten to add that those duties apply whether or not you are practicing in litigation in court or don't have a practice in litigation. They are duties you have as solicitors or lawyers of the court, and they continue irrespective of where and how you practice. At various points of your career, you will make mistakes, some minor, some more serious. We all make mistakes and would be kidding ourselves if we didn't, or thought that we didn't. When you do make mistakes, your commitment to honesty, integrity, and the administration of justice means that you must take responsibility, correct what you can, and learn from those errors. One mistake I always advise young lawyers not to make is that of giving your clients the advice you think that they want to hear. I can tell you now that will almost certainly not be good advice, and they will not welcome it in the long run when the true picture emerges. Lawyers must be courageous and independent and fearless in their advice. Being a lawyer means that you are an advisor, a problem solver, sometimes a mediator, sometimes an advocate. As you go about your day-to-day work, remember that you're not merely dealing with the law in a vacuum, but the law as it applies to people's lives. An individual who is in need of your services as a lawyer will, in many cases, be an individual facing some kind of great personal challenge or crisis affecting his or her liberty, property, family, personal well-being, or health or financial position. For these reasons, you must always strive to deliver legal services not only competently and fearlessly, but always with courtesy, integrity, and sensitivity to the circumstances of the matter. In this context, I wish to emphasise the importance of civility. Aspects of the law, especially if you're involved in litigation, are confrontational. The practice of the law can be stressful and demanding enough without personal animus and antagonism between practitioners adding to the load, as it regrettably sometimes does. So it is essential that you strive to maintain your detachment, balance, and good humour, remembering at all times that you are now members of a profession which is different from a business. And remember this: the best advocates can and do make their point simply and succinctly. Often less is more. Some of the most experienced lawyers and judges could also use that reminder from time to time, and I don't wholly exclude myself from that observation. For a non-lawyer, law is often incomprehensible or at the very least difficult to understand. One of your roles as lawyers will be to make the law accessible to others, sometimes by deciphering legal complexities, unravelling poor legal drafting, and sometimes by simply getting to the bottom of a messy factual situation and putting it in its proper legal framework. Strive to be clear and concise at all times in both your writing, and your oral advice. To do so facilitates access to justice. In the practice of the law, your physical and mental health are also extremely important, something of which we have far greater understanding and awareness now than not that long ago. There may, and I dare say will be, times when you feel overwhelmed, burnt out, or distressed. Now, that is often because lawyers have a tendency to want to go the extra mile for their clients. They want to make sure that no stone is left unturned, that the brief is fully prepared, that the case is ready to be argued, or that the advice is comprehensive. And all of those qualities are admirable, but they can become all-consuming and, as I say, physically and mentally taxing. So you must work hard to keep your balance and keep your eye out to ensure that your colleagues do so as well. If you do get overwhelmed by it all, as frankly we all have from time to time, and I dare say still do, try to take a step back and recapture some perspective. You should also know, or if you already know, remember that the law is a highly collegiate profession. And in this context, I'm now going to call on two young representatives, one from the New South Wales Bar Association and one from the Law Society of New South Wales, to offer a few words of welcome to the new practitioners. Ms Sims, do you move?
May it please the court. My name's Lauren Sims. I was admitted in this court in 2006 and practiced as a solicitor until I was called to the bar 3 years ago. My practice is predominantly in planning and environmental law. On behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I welcome you to the legal profession. The legal profession is an old profession based on precedent and the rule of law, while also being a profession that grows and develops to adapt to new practices and technology, and importantly, to society's values as they change over time. For several decades now, the composition of lawyers and barristers in New South Wales has changed to better reflect the community. The bar today is a welcoming place for people of all genders and backgrounds. It is an honour to be a lawyer, and in my case, a barrister, and I am proud to be a member of the legal profession. I enjoy the intellectual challenge of my job, and that it allows me to give expert advice to and represent people in court and to contribute to society in a meaningful way. If you're interested in coming to the bar, you can contact the New South Wales Bar Association or have a look at its website. And each year there is a Career at the Bar open day. In your first year of practice at the bar, as a reader, you receive particular assistance from two barristers of at least 7 years seniority who meet with you weekly, review your work and teach you practical skills. But the support you will receive is not limited to those two barristers. The bar is renowned for its collegiality, especially in chambers. There are also opportunities to become involved in the work of the New South Wales Bar Association, which is the professional body that supports barristers and has a range of committees, including a new barristers committee, which organises social and educational functions for 0 to 5 year barristers like me, and a diversity and equality committee, which promotes one of the key strategic goals of the New South Wales Bar Association, to attract the best people to become barristers, regardless of their race, religion, gender, parental status, or sexual preference. Whether as a lawyer or a barrister, I encourage you to get involved in the New South Wales Law Society or the Bar Association and to use your skills to assist your community. It is a rewarding experience to practice in connection with others in your profession. Once again, on behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I welcome you to the legal profession and I congratulate you on your admission today as a lawyer of this honourable court. Please.
Ms Irvin, on behalf of the Law Society.
May it please the court. My name is Olivia Urban and I am the president of New South Wales Young Lawyers, and not long ago I stood where you are standing today. That is, figuratively, I was admitted during lockdown, meaning my experience was entirely online, but wherever your ceremony is held, it's a momentous and memorable occasion. You are here being admitted to the role of the Supreme Court as the final step on your years-long, diligent, and sometimes arduous journey. I hope each of you are immensely proud of what you have achieved. When I embarked on my career as a solicitor, I had no real idea of what to expect, and it was not always easy. In fact, it was often overwhelming. But as I stand here today, after almost 3 years working as a lawyer, I am happy to report that I have learned and grown more than I could have imagined in 2020. One of the most important things I have learned is the value of belonging to a profession. The legal profession is an increasingly large and diverse community, and one to which each of you now belongs as well. The Law Society of New South Wales is the home of that community. We have 30,000 members across the state, and we are bound by our shared duties, our commitment to continuous learning, our desire to connect, and our drive to give back to our communities and uphold the rule of law. As an early career lawyer, I have found that belonging to a strong network of peers has also been crucial. That is why I have been part of the Law Society of New South Wales Young Lawyers branch for the past 4 years. Here I have found inspiration, guidance and support when I've needed it, as well as opportunities for advocacy in which we have made significant and impactful change on considerable legal issues. By joining the Law Society of New South Wales and New South Wales Young Lawyers, you can access professional support, events, a wide range of publication, professional development opportunities, mentoring, volunteer opportunities, and connection to a broader legal community. It is our role as the Law Society of New South Wales to make sure that each of you as a newly minted solicitor is able to thrive in your profession. So again, congratulations to you all. Please reach out to us or speak to your employer, and we look forward to welcoming you into the Law Society community. May it please the court.
Well, can I say this to you all in closing? The law is a wonderful profession. It's stimulating, challenging, and satisfying. And it's populated by intelligent, committed, and dynamic people such as yourselves. You should be proud to be a lawyer of your achievements to date and of the profession that you have just joined. It is a very important profession that underpins stability and cohesion in our community. You are now a very important part of that very important profession. So work hard, take pride in your work, look out for your colleagues, contribute to your community, and don't take yourself too seriously. We wish you all the very best of luck on the exciting journey that lies ahead and a full and rewarding career. On behalf of all the judges on the bench and indeed all of our colleagues on the Supreme Court of New South Wales, I once again congratulate you on your admission to practice and welcome you to the legal profession. The court will now adjourn.
All stand. This honourable court is now adjourned.